Happy Friday, Tour.
Happy Friday, Consuela.
And how are you this Friday?
I am glad that it's Friday.
Yeah, you had a busy day. You were very quiet in Discord today.
I know.
Like, it was too quiet for me.
It's been a bit of a busy week.
Yeah.
And I think you've been feeling that as well.
I have, but I also had MLK Jr. day off, so it's been a short week for me, which is probably
true.
Explaining why I'm like, I have more energy right now than I typically would on a Friday. Like, I'm usually a little bit more worn out at this point on a Friday, but since it was a short week, I feel like I have some extra energy in me, which comes in handy for FLFing.
Oh gosh, you're already derailing my thoughts a little bit. So you mentioned that, and there's actually a video that came out just today about the 4-day work week and the benefits of it, which I'll have you link in the description.
And here, I thought you were gonna share with the people that you made a video.
Oh, sure, I did. Yes. So I was asked by a local activist group that I'm a part of, Florida Rising, to put together a brief, like, PSA or, video talking about Martin Luther King Jr. for the holiday. Now, it wasn't on that specific day. It was a little bit later because they only meet every Tuesday, and so I put that together for them on Tuesday, and then they are going to be showing it at Rollins College this weekend.
That's cool.
Here.
So it's a brief PSA, because I know you linked me, and I have had such a busy week that I have not watched it yet. So I'll be watching that this weekend. But your last time, I guess I mistook and thought that it was another one of your video essays, because I know that you've been working on something. Like you don't give me a lot of detail sometimes when you're working on things.
So no, there's no way I could have. It was a request that they put into me that day. That they just wanted something. She knows that I do like expansive discussions of things, but she wanted something brief. She asked for like just a 2-minute spot about MLK. I wasn't able to give that. The shortest I could go was 4 minutes.
Oh,
so I gave her that.
Very brief. So wait, that video you linked to me is only 4 minutes long?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. You need to say that up front, because when you link me a video, I'm like, I need to have a good chunk of time to sit down and take this in. Tour's about to drop some knowledge, and it's going to be at least an hour. So that's why I didn't click into it, because I wanted to make sure that I had the time to take it in properly. You should have said, hey, Consuela, it's only 4 minutes. Give it a watch right now. So,
it's fine.
I'm gonna give it a watch tonight. Hell, I got 4 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't always have an hour, but yeah. So, yeah, I'm gonna link that too.
I basically just we can link it in the video, but the core gist of it is kind of dispelling some of the mythology that has come around about him, which in large part does his works and his passions a disservice by oversimplifying him as a figure and really watering down what he was about. And so I try and correct some of those things, and the core message is that basically kind of what I hit on in last week's FLF video was that people should read and actually listen to some of his works rather than just the abridged version that we get from pundits and such.
Yeah. Okay. Well, very good. So, I guess I derailed you. That wasn't what we were going to start with.
It wasn't.
Usually now we start with credits, styling credits, and then SL events. And so are we ready to talk about styling credits?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's start with you this week.
Oh no, I was gonna say you start.
Okay.
Because
right.
I was busy and you had time to like make an outfit. So our looks are based on your styling. So I want you to explain to the people what inspired your styling and who are you wearing?
So nothing in particular inspired this styling. What I was doing was I was going through some of my FLF purchases.
As we do.
As we do. And I found this very nice vest. The Juan vest and shirt.
How appropriate.
By Butterscotch.
You know, I love me a Latin name. And I'll have it. Juan. It's very nice.
Yes. Yeah, it's a Juan knit vest and shirt.
Yeah.
It has a lot of color options, and I'm not showing it, but it actually has an option where you can have the shirt tucked in or untucked. Currently, I have it tucked in.
Okay.
But when it's untucked, you get a real messy, like, untucked bottom of the shirt emerging from under the vest, which looks really fun. Yeah. But unfortunately, it also didn't play nicely with these pants.
Gotcha, because it's not the same maker.
It is not the same. Well, no, it is the same maker, but these pants did not play well with the untucked shirt for whatever reason. They play fine with the vest. These are also Butterscotch pants. Yes.
What are the pants called?
Liam jeans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So I have Liam jeans on, and I am rocking some glasses by Izzy's.
Oh.
The gentleman's glasses.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Those look great.
Just to round it out, I have a Van Gogh hat hair on.
Yes, I loved this. When I saw it on you, I'm like, does that hat come with hair that you have these little wisps? And you're like, yep, I love the wisps on you.
I'm really happy with it.
And are your earrings still Andore, or are they somebody else?
Let me check.
Pretty sure those are Andore, right?
These are Andore. These are the Nikki earrings, yes.
Yeah. Those look great.
Yep, and I have, I think these are Cold Ash boots that I've got on.
Okay, and Cold Ash is not a FLF designer, but, you know, still solid menswear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know they're a favorite of yours.
They are, yeah.
Okay. And then, of course, your AO is mostly Oh My at this point, right?
It is, yes.
So.
Pretty much, yeah, I mean, all my stands are and stuff, yeah.
So, as for me, when I saw you sent me a picture, you know, styled yourself and we're going to bed, left me a picture to work with when I got online, which was much later. And so I'm like, okay, let's see what I can do. So I ended up using the FLF Flickr group as my unofficial catalog. So I was like scrolling through there going, do I have that? Do I have, because I have most of the FLF things.
We do get quite a few of them.
Yeah, so this top is by Chizu. I don't remember what it's called, so you're going to have to inspect me.
Okay.
I really can't remember what it's called. I did this last night, but it was a crop shirt that they had as a FLF item. Do you have the name?
I am not able to select anything for some reason.
See, I think I may need a relog at some point. But the top is Chizu, and actually I might as well just turn on my interface so I can bring that up and people can see it. So let me do the wearing, and so then Chizu Rachel shirt. It's plaid sky. It was a FLF item. And then I have the pants are Riot. So this is willow laced flares. More than likely I picked this up at a FLFty because Riot is usually at the FLFty when I see it. I don't know that they're, I mean, I take it back because the FLFty is a showcase of FLF designers. So, but more often than not, I find that Riot is at the FLFty, sorry. Loving these pants. I would totally wear pants like this in RL. I don't,
they look amazing.
They're so long that I don't need to have feet. So I tried to have my feet and they stuck out. I'm at 0 hover. I hate to change my hover all the time, but I might have to, so the bottom of these pants are done justice, because I'm camming into the ground so you can see how fun the bottoms of these pants are. Because they're meant to just really pool at the ground. Like, you don't even need to have feet with this. And then I have fetch glasses on. So these fetch glasses, I just tossed them on. They are Lilibet glasses, and I liked how they had the kind of weathered look to them. It kind of reminded me of your glasses a little bit. Like I said, you were the inspiration for the look.
For sure.
So I wanted some similar kind of texturing on my glasses, even though usually if we can wear the same glasses, we do, but we don't always have the exact same glasses.
Yeah.
So, and of course I always have my Alt 3 on as my base skin, the Maya, as I always pronounce it. So yeah, Maya, M-I-Y-A. And then
You got out of your hair.
I did, because I had to put a hat hair on. So I'm not wearing my Stealthic. This is actually Truth, the Terran hair. And Truth is a Flif designer technically, because Truth. That's what I'm trying to say. Truth has been on the Flif. Whoops, lost control of my mouse. Here we go. All right. So I was gonna say that Truth wasn't, but that would be a lie. So Truth is a Flif designer, so that's the Terran hair. And as always, the AO I have on right now is the Lyrium Poses one, because it has the wiggles in it that you like when I'm typing. And
which we finally got sorted out.
I was gonna say, because I always was fussing, like, why can't why is my stand overriding my typer? And okay, I've been in SL for 15 years, and I still don't understand priorities. So animation priorities, and because that sounded funny, right? Like, I don't understand priorities. I probably don't, because I play Second Life so much that people are like, la, your priorities are out of whack. You spend way too much time in Second Life. Whatever. No, I don't. Anyway, so like, I can have an argument with myself. Yes. So I always thought on the animation priorities that if it was a 3 or a 4, it was less than. Now, even just saying that out loud, I'm like, Lala, how is a 3 or 4 less than a 1 or a 2? Because, I am. No, let me finish, Tour. Let me finish. Okay. Because in my head, I'm like, I'm an educator. I know that 3 or 4 is not less than 1 or 2. But in my head, in terms of priorities, like, again, a number 1 is like the top priority.
Top priority.
Right?
Yes.
It's not a mathematical thing. It's like number 1.
It's a task number thing.
Right.
Yes.
So in my head, I'm like, okay, let me just make sure that all my poses and stuff are priority 3 or 4. Well, that's where the problem came. And I think it only came to light because I was bitching to you like I do, because I do that a lot. I'm like, Tor, what the fuck? I can't. Why does this not work? And then we got into conversation about priorities. And then go ahead and tell me
other priority numbers.
Give the people the condensed talk that you gave me about priorities and what priority it should be, so that we don't have this issue anymore.
Usually you would have a animation override be your stands you would have as priority 2 typically. And then you would have overrides for typers or dances or anything as priority 3, sometimes 4.
Yeah.
But 4 is usually reserved for things that need to be even more aggressive, like a arm pose or or sitting on a piece of furniture or something.
So the higher the number of the priority, the higher the strength of the animation?
Yes. So basically, any animation that is a higher priority number will override any animation lower of it for that joint. Okay. So that means that I have to basically redo my HUD or the stands I have, because I use the Firestorm AO, so it's not going to be as much of a pain in my ass. But I still have to go through and be like, okay, let me find that pose, swap it out for the priority 2, right? That's the thing.
And so
for all the stands,
because right now all my stands and the typers are 3, so they basically fight with each other, right? Who's gonna win?
Right.
So that's why
no.
me actually typing is always hit or miss getting the animation, because they're all like the same priority.
Right.
Yeah. So I am always amused that no matter how long I've been in Second Life, I can always learn something new. Even something that's not even a new release, as we segue into the new viewer.
Yes.
Right? So
that was smooth.
Right? So that was intentional. So let me bring up my web browser, because I should have I have the Firestorm update website as we transition into Second Life news. And big news for us.
Which we were greeted by this week.
That's right. Big news was a new release. And I was like, Tour, are we going to talk about this? And you're like, absolutely. So, and when I say we, I mean the collective we, which really is you, because you are the scripter, coder, programmer guy. So you understand the oohs and ahs of this more than I do. So I'm going to let you do it justice, and I will scroll as necessary. Okay.
So, some of these are just kind of meh, whatever. I never used like the web tab in the profiles. Apparently that's been deprecated. So
deprecated means removed, right?
Removed, yes.
Yeah. Did the profiles look different? Like
a little bit, because they removed the web tab, and that's pretty much it.
Okay, so can I ask a question? Maybe you can explain this to me. So I'm gonna undo my interface again. So if I click on your profile, for example, let me get your profile. Whoa! My avatar, stop! I apparently told her to sit somewhere, and then we're gonna have a hard time.
I can throw you in a chair if you need.
Please save me from myself.
Okay,
I think it's because there are alphas around. And
there you go.
Thank you. Okay.
You just sit down and look pretty.
Just sit down, sit your fat ass down and stop spazzing out. Okay. So I'm looking at the profile, right? Open up my profile on your screen so you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
so,
I'm looking at it.
Okay. I don't, for example, is this doing it? Why? Okay. I don't understand why the groups, there's like some groups at the top that are like all bold. And then as you scroll down the group list, they're not bold anymore. Why is that?
That is a good question. That might be groups that
we're both in.
Is that groups that you're showing?
Why would I know? Because if you're not showing these other groups, I wouldn't be able to see them. But as I scroll down, I want to say I'm in some of these other ones, but maybe I'm not anymore.
I don't see bold on any of my groups.
But look at my profile.
Yeah, if I look at your profile, I do see some that, well, it is ones that we have
in common.
In common.
Is that what it is? That's what it looks like.
That's what it looks like. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah. Huh. Because I noticed that straight away when I first got into the new viewer, and I'm like, why is it like that? So. Yeah,
it looks like because all the ones that are not bolded, I am not in.
And likewise. Okay, so that solves that mystery. And so the tabs across the top, you said there was a web one, and that one's not there anymore.
Right.
Okay. All right. Now let me bring my browser back up so you can continue on. Okay, what else?
Yeah. They did some other fixes on parcel media, online status. But one of the ones that I'm excited about is local mesh. It's not something that I would personally use because I'm not a mesh creator. But this is like that feature that we sometimes use for doing local texturing, where you can like upload a texture and see how it looks in world without actually having to like load it. And now they can do it with meshes for both rigged and static, and they can test it, see if it actually looks right, if it's rigged correctly, etc. Because you know what, you don't need to be uploading 5 versions to get it right. So now you can do that using local mesh, which is fantastic. Next feature, which I think is just really good, and is one that I think you may get a lot of use out of, is reload folder. So if part of your inventory is missing, you can right click on a folder if you think that something should be there, and you can say reload, and it will ignore the cache. It will refetch the inventory. And yeah, so that's fantastic.
That's cool.
Apparently, they also did some bug fixes to lower the amount of times that people get corrupted inventory. And it's worth saying, the term corrupted inventory gets thrown around a lot, even by Linden Labs, and it's not actually like you're losing inventory. Like, your stuff is stored on Linden Labs servers. What gets corrupted is your viewers' database of what you have. So you just, in the past, the answer has always been clear your inventory cache, close the SL viewer, and relaunch it, and then wait 15 minutes for it to download everything. Right.
Yep.
So they got that sorted, apparently. So that's great.
Okay. Any other things that you want to point out from the Firestorm update?
The rigged mesh alpha sorting is a big deal that I hope creators latch onto. Now, this is apparently something that has been implemented in the official SL viewer since October-ish, I think.
Okay.
But now Firestorm supports. But basically, it allows a rigged mesh to have priority over its own, over how the alphas get rendered. And what that means is creators theoretically can build things such that you won't have those conflicts where you have like your lashes conflicting with your glasses, conflicting with your hair, sort of things. Because if they use the correct attachment points, then you'll be able to actually control what layer of alpha they render on. So
that's really cool.
If people play off of that correctly, if creators play off of that correctly, that's gonna resolve a lot of headaches that people have with alpha issues. So I think those are the main things that I saw that I was excited about. So
well, in other SL news, I did go to the forum, the news forum, featured news, that's what it's called, and I just picked out the most recent thing that was posted today, and it was a highlight from the Second Life destination guide for today, and it is Wild Pack Space Adventure Amusement Park. So it's an amusement park, and it's a mouthful, and so I think we should try it out. We should absolutely try it out.
That sounds fun.
That's the first one they show. If I scroll down, there's like a Hello Kitty theme park, which I have seen before in Second Life. Then there's a World Fair going on, and Mountain Lion nightclub and amusement park, more amusement parks. So it's just like lots of different types. Oh, Mad P has like a amusement park thing going on. So yeah, so it's just giving you some things to do this weekend, and apparently they're promoting a lot of amusement park. So
great.
Yeah, so we'll have to check it out. I don't know if we will, but because we've gotten into some RP lately, so our roleplay. So I don't know if I have a lot of time for amusement parks on top of the writing that I have to do as well. But I still think that amusement park rides in SL can be rather fun. So
I agree. I think they can be very fun.
Yeah, this post reminds me of like when Pylia does her date videos where it's like she goes exploring someplace where you can take your SL partner on a date, or just a group of friends go to do something fun. So if you're in the mood for something like that, I'm gonna have this link in the description, so you and your friends or your SL significant other can go to all these fairs and events and things. So always something to do in Second Life.
Absolutely.
All right, so are you ready to talk about Seraphim?
Yes.
Okay, so we've got Anna Banana's back with the titles. So I think she must have taken last week off, but she's back, and she has titled her post, "Grab your wallet quickly, 50 Linden Fridays arrived." So,
well, we gotta grab our wallet and go.
That's right. And it doesn't look like from
Okay.
her post that there are any designers that are MIA, which is rare.
Okay.
So, but
Yeah.
tell us how many sponsors we have.
We have 2. We have Tetra and Mug.
Okay, I see Mug, and then scroll down for Tetra. Okay. And it doesn't look like there's that much on the list unless it's just me. Maybe it's just, no, I take that back. It looks like a regular length.
It looks a normal size.
And I see Stealthic's on the list, so
Uh-oh.
maybe they'll have a hair that I won't take off for 2 weeks again.
They may.
So,
never
and they
know.
got some D-Lab on there, so I know you're down with D-Lab.
And there's so oh my.
Oh, there is Oh My on there.
Yeah. So
And, I wonder. Okay, all right, I'm
This'll be
intrigued.
good.
So, okay. So I'm going to put
Okay.
that away, but are we ready to get started?
Yep, I will help you out of that chair, and we'll get going.
Sounds good. All right, to where we are at, one of our sponsors. So where are we?
We're at Tetra.
It's always so pretty here. It's so wilderness, so
is.
nature. Anyway,
Yeah,
they're not selling
kinda-
nature.
they've got a great environment
They
too.
do.
Great clouds. Yeah.
Yeah, they're selling boots though. Okay,
They're selling boots.
so what
Lara
are they?
boots.
Lara boots, but they fit more than just Lara. They fit Legacy,
Yeah, they're just called
Reborn, Cupra, Beliza, and Slink. Built-in
Yes.
stockings in 20 colors. My goodness.
Yeah.
So you can buy them on, look, I don't even have to ask you how much because it's right there. 50 linden per color or 500 linden for the fat pack. And you know what I'm getting. Because, fat pack basically calls my name. It's fat. Pack.
Yes.
Fat.
There's
So,
a gal up front here in a
modeling.
pink skirt that's demoing them for
does
us.
she,
Yep.
is she fully clothed? Is she safe to cam?
She's fully clothed. She's safe to cam.
Okay. She's still gray to me, but she's coming in.
Oh.
Because it's kind of laggy here. But, oh, the socks that go with it are cute.
Yeah, the stockings are really nice.
Yeah. Oh, and
Oh.
but I got her.
Okay.
Okay, so, but it's a big update, and that's another fun word for me, big update.
Uh-huh.
New sizes, E-Body and Cupra, so I'm in. Thank you, Tetra. Thank you for the update. I
Fantastic.
always appreciate when a designer circles back and includes newer and popular bodies. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
so I'm going to pick this up for sure. All right, are we ready to move on?
We are.
All right, I can tell we're at Mug. And
Yep.
they're calling it the Fiona Tank and Thong. Oh, and I can tell from the picture they got some juiciness.
They got some juicy boobs.
Mm.
Yep.
They only need rolls.
Yeah.
Like, that's what they're missing. That would have been so perfect. But,
They don't have rolls. They do have 2 bulges, but
and they always do, which I appreciate, because
yeah,
you got a lot
absolutely.
of different people to serve here, and so I like that they include that. So,
Yeah.
body shapes in the HUD as usual. So you have Maitreya in the petite, flat, or VTEC versions. Legacy with the perky, Cupra, Reborn, and Juicy Boob Reborn, which
Woo.
I love when that's an option.
I
And
do
then in the thong, Maitreya, Legacy, Cupra, Reborn with 3 styles of crotch, 2 bulges, 1 female. And again, all the shapes in the HUD, which again, I love. So we have, I'm assuming per color, 50 linden. And then
You would be correct.
we have the fat pack, but we also have a brat pack. So what are those prices like?
Fat packs are 300 for either, and the brat pack is 510.
Okay, well, I'm gonna pick this up. I'm undecided on what variation, like what combination I want to pick this up in. Like, I really like the top because more often than not, I will need a top, but
I think you could
sometimes-
enjoy the top as a fat pack.
Yeah.
You don't typically prance around in panties.
No.
So.
And if I wear a panty, usually it's like a bomb panty to go under something.
Exactly.
Not necessarily like a mesh panty, because a lot of times that will collide with other mesh.
I mean, I could see maybe getting the black one just to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think we've decided then. So I'm going to pick those up and then we're going to move on, right?
Very good. Yep.
All right, tour. We are at Andore. And
yes,
what
we are.
Do they have for us?
So first they have this Diana bento chain. It's rigged for Maitreya only, but it is a wrist chain that goes down the hand to a ring, which I think is very cool, playing off of, bento hands. You don't see that sort of setup too often, but I think that's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, the picture's still a little fuzzy for me. I was hoping it would come in, but as soon as you said it was Maitreya, I'm like, meh. Not upset about the fact that the picture's fuzzy.
I know.
It's just my resin. It's not, the vendor. So
right
down below, though, we have earrings that look like they're only for human ears.
Yep, unfortunately, for human ears only.
So it's a double
they are
strikeout for
unisex,
us.
however, which is cool.
Yeah.
They call them the Jama ears.
Yep. So those look nice. I would love them if they were on cow ears.
Yeah.
So, and I would be interested in that ring and bracelet if it was reborn. So
I agree.
Can't make them all. I get it.
Can't make them all.
Andore oftentimes does have stuff that we pick up, but in this case, not so much. But if this works for you, 50 Linden for a nice ring bracelet combination, or 50 Linden for some nice new earrings.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, are we ready to go?
We are ready to go.
All right, tour. I know where we are because it's blindingly bright in here, but
yes,
I am always amused at your I want to say low-key frustration when when the item isn't in the place it usually is. And I don't even know if it's low-key grumpy pants. It's in that same, it has that grumpy feel to it, like when you're trying to change your skin or head or something, but not to that level. It's at the low levels of the grumpy pants scale.
Yeah.
And so, because anytime somebody moves the item, you're like, for fuck's sake. And you come in here, CandyDoll, you know where it is. So you're all the way over there by Will Smith or whatever. Right?
Yep.
Back there. You're like, where is it? You're over here, and I'm cammed on it. You know where I'm cammed. And there's a flip sign, and you're like, there's no item. And you're like,
yep.
I don't think they have an item today, Consuela. And I'm like, tour, Seraphim says they does. They do. They does. And it's called Tina. And it's a little romper. Yep. There's a blue one and a white one. And then you're groaning. You're like, ugh, put it up front. And then you're stomp over here. So yeah, that's the whole little tour fit that we go through when designers move shit on tour. You're like, it's never over here. It's always over there. And I'm like, tour, it's okay. Deep breaths. Do I have to walk you through taking some cleansing breaths to just calm down? It's okay if they shift things around in their store a little bit? Maybe. Okay, so here at CandyDoll, we have Tina. And let's see, what sizes? Okay, now they even changed their background because it's really hard to read because it's so bright in the store. And now I see where it is.
For Maitreya, Legacy, and Cupra Bimbo specifically.
So, but I see it also on the vendor. I think you're reading it from the item, right?
The demo, yes.
Yeah. So these are great, but they don't fit me. And I'm like I always do. When there's no reborn, I always venture to guess, could this be an older item? Could be. I don't know.
Could be.
It's lovely. If you wear those bodies, you should pick it up. It's available in not blue, but white with I'm assuming you can change the trim to whatever color, and then pink with, you can change the trim on that as well. So
yeah,
not for me, and that's okay. So I think we're ready to move on, right?
Yes.
All right, tour. We're at Clef de Peau, and we're making friends. Well, maybe not, but there's this guy, and he's talking in local. And whenever somebody starts typing in local, I'm like, are they talking to us? Most of the time, they're not. And then your response was, I don't know who he's talking to. And I'm like, why? And I open up local, and it says, you are, avatar is pretty. And then one of the multiple people standing around here, she left now, she says, thank you, with a smiley face. And I was teasing you, saying, I should say thank you. And he would probably go, not you, you're a hippo. Because the other girl was like all skinny and perky and stuff.
Well, it's impossible to know who he was talking about. It's entirely possible he was talking about you.
I don't know who the fuck he was talking about. But so anyway, this other girl responds like he's talking to her, but there's like literally like 5 other people standing here. And then we got into it. When I say got into it, I mean a conversation ensued because, well, now he's gone. But just the fact like you're talking in local, you're kind of talking to everybody you're around. Yeah. Like, I mean, even still, if you call out somebody's name, you're still opening yourself up to other people are going to say something to you as well, potentially.
Absolutely.
So, yeah. But anyway.
The conversation led to he was aggrieved at the lack of menswear on FLF. I did direct him to some of the FLF creators that do make for men, but not many of them are. I don't think any of them are present this week.
Yeah. And I was amused at you inserting, well, mostly you. You inserted yourself into the conversation. I was just making fun of them to you privately. And and it's like, here, I'm Tour. Let me be helpful. There are a number of men's creators on the FLF that would be very nice, including Butterscotch and Masu and Etham, and none of them are present, unfortunately, this week. And the dude's like, gotcha, and like, poof, TP's out. Because he doesn't want to talk to you. He wants to talk to Miss Perky.
Probably.
You're like, oh, okay, sir. Have a good day. Just trying to be helpful. Because I'm Tour, and I'm a helper.
Look, he wanted to know about men creators for FLF. He gets to know about men creators for FLF.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So saith the FLF ambassador.
That's right. And that's what we are, because Zipper said so. Or was it Barb? Zipper or Barb said so.
Sounds like something Zipper would say.
Yeah. I think she said mascot, and we turned it into ambassador, yeah.
Oh, probably.
So, yeah, we're the self-described FLF ambassadors, so. No bitching. Whenever we hear bitching when we're out on FLF, we're like, no, let me help you understand how this works.
He wasn't bitching, though.
I know, but
it is just a statement of fact. There is a lot more stuff for women.
Well, it happens mostly at the FLFty. Like, people turn up almost every single time. They're like, shouting all loud, nothing in here is 50, Linden. Well, that's because it's not FLF. It's the FLFty, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
So, and you're always so pleasant, and you explain to people, you're so patient. And as I've said before, and you would think me as educator, I would have patience. When I get home, I have no more patience.
Yeah, you spend your patience at school. And then...
Right, on children. So people in a second life need to like read and understand things before they like bitch in local to everyone. So. Yeah,
so when people in SL start acting like children, they just, you let them know that they are out of line.
Right. Like, don't speak ill of FLF ever. The end. Okay. All right, so
anyway,
Clef de Peau. So we've got an interesting little number here.
It's very sheer.
I mean, I'm cammed in, probably not enough or long enough to be in trouble with YouTube. But I don't know what this dress is called, but it fits Erica, Cupra, Reborn, Lara Petite, and Legacy Perky. And
this is the Lou dress. L-O-U.
L-O-U. And I thought it was 2 items initially, but then I see no. One's the model picture and the other's the vendor. So you can buy it in 2 colors, tan or pink, 50 Linden each. This is not my style, so I won't be picking that up. But, I've picked up other things from Clef de Peau. And
absolutely.
This is just not for me this week. So,
yeah.
But it might be for someone, so here it is. Come pick it up for 50 Linden per color. All right.
Very good.
You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, Tour. I know where we are. So, I'm going to say it.
Okay.
Consignment.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know why I paused there. I was committed to saying it, and then my brain went to sleep. So, I'm not on anything. I swear.
Yeah, I paused there too because I was like, well, where are we?
I don't know. I'm just having a good time. I'm not even thinking properly. Okay. So, consignment, and they have a chair. And what's next to it? Is that what's for sale?
So this is a big, wide, comfy chair and a rack full of. It's a mixologist rack.
Oh, basically. That's an interesting mixologist rack. I've not seen it quite like that.
Yeah.
It has chess pieces on it.
It does, yes.
Is it more than one or just the knight?
I think just the knight.
Oh, I thought there's like more chess pieces in that little like succulent planter thing, but that's like cityscape.
Yeah.
That's a cute like succulent plant thing.
So they call this the city bar cart.
Oh. I like it a lot. What do you think?
Well, I've picked it up.
So that's indicative of some liking.
So I don't know where I would put this because I'm not a big drinker.
I'm sure in somebody's house in our build.
Yeah, that's probably true. But I do really like the planter there. That's really neat, and I like furniture that's just clutter like this. It's quite nice. So, yeah, it's great.
I definitely like the way they built in the greenery.
Oh, definitely. Same. The planters on both the top and bottom.
But you said you do what?
I also really like the wide, stout chair there.
I know, but I picked up on that when you described it.
Yes.
I like a wide chair for sure.
Yes, definitely.
So, and if you're not sitting on it, I'm assuming it's because you can't. Does the vendor not let you? Because usually when you see a place to sit, you sit.
Oh, yeah, it looks like I can.
And then when people buy it, it unseats you, right?
Yes, it does.
So, those are some feminine poses, right? Or are they neutral?
It doesn't have them separated, so I guess some are neutral and some are not. Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
And yeah.
Well, I will pick that up as well.
There's a gal, camera right, who is really enjoying shopping at Consignment.
Camera right, yeah. I like her shirt. Thanks for nothing. That's so fun. She's got a fun figure.
She does.
What body is she wearing? Is it Cupra or Reborn?
It is a Cupra.
Yeah. That's fun. Her hover seems to be a bit out of whack. But
it is.
But she's having a good old time. Like, seriously considering that unit. That's a good unit there she's looking at, too. I'm pretty sure we have that. I know Piley does because I've seen it in her house. So.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we do.
Yeah, that's fun. Well, thank you for calling her out. She's a fun one to look at.
Yep. Well, I mean, that's why we keep avatars rezzed.
That's right. We don't do a Pylia. We see it all. So, all right. Are we ready to go?
We're ready to go.
All right, tour. This is all you. Go for it.
We are at D-Lab.
All right. And what do they have for us?
Well, these are some. It looks like a not a vending machine, but it's like a milk freezer box or.
Well, they're calling it fruits milk vendor, and then
a normal milk vendor and a fruits milk vendor. I guess they are considering them at a vending machine. Although, well, I guess it is a vending machine. It's just not one that you would pay. There's no like coin slot or anything. So it does have nice movement of the door. It has good lighting, has good sounds, and this I enjoy this. I'm not sure. I assume that the text on it says like milk or something because it's in a language I do not know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really like these.
So I know you're picking them up.
Yeah, and I will be able to find a home for them
Oh,
somewhere.
absolutely. We have a farm.
Yes.
So.
Yes, we do.
All right. Are you ready to move on, or do you want to talk about these a bit more, or D-Lab?
I don't have anything more to talk about these. I was looking at the public bath over there, and just to kind of see what that was about. And that's an interesting kind of claustrophobic build.
Okay, yeah, I'm camming in there.
That's different for sure. Huh. Yeah, yeah, it's definitely different. So, and I wasn't really sure what to say about it. I just was intrigued, which sometimes is the case with D-Lab creations.
Yeah.
Huh. All right, so yeah, I'm good to go. These are very good. I enjoyed them.
All right, Tour, where are we?
We are at DRD.
All right, and DRD is one of the designers that usually takes their stuff down right after Friday's over. So hopefully if you want some DRD, you come on Friday. So
yeah, definitely.
Okay, so we have...
This is the Wasteland Grub Hub.
Wow.
Yeah, this is like a post-apocalyptic little kitchen food storehouse thing.
Oh wow.
You've got a little kind of jury-rigged gas range. You've got your sink, a few cans of food that survived whatever catastrophe has happened. Your potatoes from, presumably, you've got some sort of potato hydroponics going.
I love when you talk about hydroponics.
And yeah, and you've got your, I guess, gun outside to protect your food from people who might want it. This is a nice build if you are doing the post-apocalyptic vibe. I'm gonna get this for myself, but I'm also gonna send it to Wicca because she might find a place for it in Bartertown.
I'm sure she would. Yep. All right. So you're gonna make those purchases. I'm good. I don't really do the post-apocalyptic thing, but I think we're otherwise ready to go, right?
Yes, we are.
All right. Apparently it is nighttime here as well. And we're at Havoc.
Yes,
and
we are.
This dress called Hera. It says it's exclusively at level and Fliff. Legacy, Maitreya, Hourglass, Reborn, Kupra, and Freya. So it's interesting.
Yeah. And they do have a fat pack option. They have just these two colors for Fliff. They have a fat pack for 800.
All right. I'm looking at it. I'm thinking about it. So
my only question is how some of those folds would actually work, but I think it might work.
I don't know if they're all folds or if it's the pattern of the dress. I can't tell.
It could just be patterning. Yeah, it is difficult to tell on this one.
Yeah, because it seems like an excessive amount of fold, if that's the case.
It does.
Yeah. So
I kind of get a feeling they're going for kind of its namesake, where that type of like overly aggressive, like flowing type material was kind of seen on depictions in like Renaissance paintings or earlier ones of like Hera and of some of the, well, I guess not Renaissance, but earlier of Hera and some of the like Greek goddesses and stuff. Maybe. I don't know. Or I might be just overthinking it.
Well, I think I'm going to think on this one a little bit, but you know, there's a nice choice of a long dress here for people who are in the market for one, in white or blue, 50 linen each, or the fat pack for more colors. So I think I'm good for now, though. Are you ready to go?
Okay.
right, Tour. I see we're at Justice. And I'm willing to bet that there's no reborn size.
You unfortunately would be correct because this is an adorable top.
Yeah, they make good tops. I want to wear them.
Yes.
But it's only Legacy and Variations, Lara, Variations, Hourglass, Physique, Freya, Isis, Venus, TMP, which is the Mess Project, which is basically what Legacy was before. So, yeah. So there you have it. Robin Halter.
But not Reborn.
No Reborn. And they make it with these cute little patterns. So, and you get all those in the one pack, right? It's not buy each one of those colors separate.
Correct. You pay 50, you get all of those colors. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very cute.
That's a really fun one.
Fun, but not for me, unfortunately.
That's a shame.
Yeah, maybe one day.
Maybe one day.
But in the meantime, we're off to the next.
Yep.
Oh, you told me we were on our way to visit my friend Cassie. And we are, because we're at Fil Casse. And Cassie is wearing Rena. Or Rena?
Yes.
I guess.
Rena mini skirt, they're calling it.
Oh, so it's a mini skirt? It's not even, so it must be just the bottom and not the top.
I think so.
There's a top there.
There is definitely a top there.
Not a closed top, but there's a top there.
Not a closed top. Yeah.
So, Maitreya, Lara, E-Body, Legacy. So, okay. I mean, I'm not mad at that. It's an interesting mini skirt. I'm sure the top is sold here somewhere. Because obviously
I imagine so.
Together. So, is this person wearing it near you? Nope. But she's got the squishy boobs.
Yeah, she's got the.
And she's got a pet. No wonder she has that guy on a chain. Look at her boobs. And she is wearing the demo.
She is wearing the demo.
So she's got a fun shape. I like the demo. The demo's got I like those kind of sparkles in the material.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
That doesn't show up really in the vendor picture that well.
I like that quite a bit.
Yeah, she's rocking a reborn body.
Yep. And I have those squishy boobs too.
Yes.
And they shoot out of my chest like torpedoes.
Yep. Yeah.
But yeah, so of course she's got her guy on a chain.
Of course.
Yep. Anyway, and she might be wearing that new Truth hair. You know, there's a new Truth hair out. You may not know that, but
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
it is not Truth.
It's not. It reminds me of it though. I'll have to show the link or show you later. But anyway, so yes, I'm going to pick these up because we've got 50 Linden per color, or no, per pack. I lost the text on here. So it's a light and a dark, right?
Correct. You've got your purple and black on the bottom, and you've got the pink and white up top.
Pink and white. Okay, I'm going to pick those up because they fit me, and that looks great. So,
yep.
All right. Are you ready for the next?
Yes.
Now that we have been properly mowed down, where are we?
We are at MINA, and they have hair.
Joy, it looks like. It's an interesting spelling of joy.
Mm-hmm.
But it works. Fitted mesh hair, all colors included, materials enabled. You have a color picker. Looks like it's sized to work with Leluca and Maitreya Petite. Then you've got your style HUD on so you can be all the way back, both sides forward, one side forward, the other side forward. So that's pretty par for the course. It's nice to have those options. So
it does look too straight to.
Oh, it's absolutely too straight and too flat. But I mean, it could be a hat hair.
Yeah, it would work well for a hat hair.
Yeah, but you know, even with a hat hair, even like this one, for example, even though it came together, so it was designed to fit under here. This hair still has some wave to it.
Yes, it does.
So I resist a little bit on a completely straight hat hair because it doesn't really fit my aesthetic.
Yeah.
So.
But it works well for some people.
Yeah. So it looks like there's 2 buys at the bottom. So do you buy the colors for 50 and then you buy the styler for an additional 50?
Correct. Yes. You have to get them separately, unless you just are happy with how it comes, in which case you don't need the style HUD.
Yeah.
So, yep.
All right. right. Well, I'm ready. Are you?
I am ready.
Okay, Tor. I know where we are because all the neon signs say so. And I know that you were rather probably expecting he and she poses because we were coming to Oh My, but it's not.
I was expecting that. I was not disappointed. I think these are pretty cute.
I think these are perfect because,
yes,
as I alluded to in the beginning, I have fully immersed myself back into Gorian RP, which I didn't think I would do because I left, gosh, countless years ago. But I got that RP itch and my people are still around, and so I just dove back into a character that I used to play, and it's been a lot of fun. So now with my current avatar, I will stand around in a bakery in the roleplay sim, usually eating and sipping tea. So when I saw this when we arrived, I'm like, thank you, Oh My. You just gave me a prop for my roleplay. But I like the sassy messages. So,
yes.
Okay, I got to get Orange Cloud, up front Orange Cloud out of my way. Okay, so we have Tears of my enemies. Perfect. We have
Dead Inside.
We've got a Mustache Cup.
Yep.
A Diva is a female version of a Hustler. Nice, okay. Then we have
T-Rex.
Oh my goodness. That's adorable. And then this one is the one I like the most. Fresh out of fucks. So I love that expression. And then the next one.
Kitty.
Oh goodness. That is your cup right there. And then Spill the Tea, sis.
Yep.
Love it. And I could use that one at the bakery as well. So I don't think anyone would read these close enough to be like, excuse me, Consuela, those aren't Korean. I don't think anybody would do that, but they might. And you know what I would tell them? I am fresh out of fucks. So, and sipping my tea. So this is going to be fun.
So they are sold separately. So it's 50 per cup.
That's fine. I will pay all the monies to get the cups. But I get it.
I just wanted to let people know. So yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to pick up these for my roleplay. Are you going to pick one up? Should we be wearing them as we do the rest of FLF?
I picked 2 up, but yeah, we can do that.
Okay, I will pick some up and then we can sip tea while we finish FLF.
Okay.
All right, Tour. We have our tea, and you drink yours with your nose, and I drink mine with my eye. So, but I like the hold. You know, the hold isn't lost in my boobs. It's high enough to get not lost in my belly. And I don't know, I'm just really enjoying it. So I definitely have
It's also worth saying they have different flavors of tea in there, which we didn't notice at the time. But yeah. It's good stuff.
So I enjoy the animation because it's very traditional SL drink, shove the drink into your face. Because there's no like right way of doing it, right? Like I'm sure like Oh My Mommy is like she makes it and it works for her, right? But we don't have the same like body structure or setup. So
because animations they don't really have a context for the size of different parts of your body.
So I still very much enjoy this. What?
Rigged animations would be wild.
Right? Maybe one day.
One day.
Anyway, we are at Phedora. So we have the Wayne, it looks like. Interesting spelling. It's a platform, like kind of a strappy platform. And it fits Gen X, Maitreya, E-Body, Inithium, Ucha Scupra, and Legacy. And then I know that's so it's 50 linen, you get that. How many colors are in there?
26.
So not just the 3 in the picture. So that's a lot.
26 color multi-head,
yeah. What caught my attention was the dolly next to it, because I love like a cork platform sort of, like that kind of shoe is my jam. So
yeah, that's super fun.
And that fits Maitreya, E-Body, Cupra, Legacy. So I will absolutely pick that up. And then for, I guess it's Happy Weekend of the boots. I can't, well, it says new
Yes.
release, but it's Happy Weekend sign is like between the both of them. So I'm not really sure.
Right. Well, it says new release above
Yeah.
on
Both
all
of
of these
them.
items.
Oh.
Yeah.
So the dolly, how much is that?
Dolly is 60.
So that's a Happy Weekend. And then the boots, is it 60 and 60 for the Annabelle and the Evelyn?
Yes.
Yeah. So both of those boots go up a bit higher than I would want, because when you're a thick-legged girl like me, sometimes these really high boots can get really heavy looking. So I'm not really feeling those. Although I do like the Evelyn. I like what they've done at the bottom, making it look like a pump. But then it really transitions into a boot, so that one's interesting. So I don't know. Maybe I'll have to try that now. But I don't want a shoe that says Horror on the bottom. So
Yeah, I didn't think so.
yeah. And then the other one over here, I want to say I probably have this Kira. Maybe not. I don't know if I have that spiky slipper, platform slipper. It also looks like
I think
it's
the Kim boots are kind of fun.
the Kim.
I'm
boots.
skipping
I
ahead
think
a little bit.
Hang on, I'm not done with the Kira. I
Sorry.
was gonna say the Kira. I like. It's obviously one of the lower foots.
Yes.
So I'm interested to see if I have the Kira. If I don't, I will probably pick that up. And that Saturday sale probably. And then you like the Kim boots. It's a bit more platform for me than I would want.
Okay,
But
that's fair.
You might know someone who might want that. And then the Pandora with all those straps is
Pretty
interesting.
strappy, yes.
Not for me though.
Yep.
So I think I'm gonna check out this Kira and the Evelyn and the Dolly, and there's a dude with I just cammed over this naked dude who's got his cock out. So hopefully that pan past him doesn't knock me off YouTube. But Wayne.
That's SL.
That's SL for you. Of course you're gonna find a dude with his dick out. That's just how it works. Anyway, my favorite is when they're fully clothed and it's out. It's like, you didn't finish cleaning all the way up after your adventure. So anyway, okay, so I'm not going to cam back too far because I don't know if our dude is still there, but I'm going to pick these things up and then we can move on, right?
Okay, yep.
All right, tour. We are at Pure
Poison.
Yes. So we have the Julie pumps. Those look fun. Legacy Maitreya, E-Body Beliza, Cupra Gen X. I wish I could see the heel on it, but I'm still sold because it's definitely a different kind of looking shoe. Now,
It doesn't look like it's one of the tall heels, though.
No. I just mean, like, I'm just curious what style heel it is. Is it thin? Is it thick?
Sure. Yeah.
It doesn't look like it's like the ouch foot or high foot. But I'll find out because I'm gonna buy it. And 50 Linden, you get all those colors. And then Lena boot for Wanderlust Weekend. Legacy Maitreya, E-Body, Cupra, Isis, Freya. That's a fun booty. I'm gonna pick that up. And then Happy Weekend, you have an outfit. And I'm not feeling it, but I don't know, who does it fit? Legacy Maitreya, E-Body. No, it could fit me, but I just, it's not really for me, not my style.
Yeah.
Adriana pumps, or Adriana, those are nice looking, and I think they have rather a classic feel to them, even though they're not, to me they think like business office or business attire, like you mean business in these shoes. So.
Yeah, those look, in some ways, those look similar to the Julie pumps.
The ones that I was looking at?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just without the strap and the going back and forth.
Maybe this is what the heel looks like on the Julie pumps. You're quite right. I see what you're saying. Yep.
Yeah.
So this one fits Legacy Maitreya, E-Body Beliza, Gen X, and Cupra, all colors. And what's the price on that? Because Happy Weekend tends to be different prices.
60.
And Wanderlust Weekend is how much?
Wanderlust Weekend is 50.
Okay. And then we have Cozy Xmas pumps. Is that what I wanted to say K-Mass, but it's probably an X. It's a group gift.
It is a group gift. They are X. It's X. Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about those group gift or not, But I'm gonna pick up some of these pumps, and I think I'm gonna be good. Oh, look, we got somebody else sipping tea. What kind of tea is he sipping? Oh, T-Rex. Good choice, my friend.
T-Rex is a
good
great choice. Big fan.
That's right. We're all sipping tea.
Get you some tea.
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna pick these up and then we move on. Does that sound good?
That sounds great.
All right, tour. I can tell we are at Quirky, and they have nails. And then I also think about how Zipper told me that maybe one day Quirky might have duck nails.
Not today.
Not today, they don't. But I'm still rocking duck nails. I didn't point that out at the beginning, but I try to wear duck nails as much as I can because I love them. They are really fun. The ones I get, these are my glitter French manicure. I get them from a place called 1990, and I found them on Saturday sale. They're not a FLF designer, and even they don't make enough duck nails for me. Like, I bought all the duck nails they have. They need more duck nails, and I didn't go back there when I was making my outfit because it was late, and I was like, I have some duck nails I can use. But I always circle back there every now and again to see. Like, I even joined the group to make sure I wasn't missing any notification of new duck nails. I love them. In real life, I would never get them. But I love them in Second Life. I don't know why. I'm not a nail person in real life. I have tried it. And that's why I think I enjoy it so much in Second Life, because I wish that I could wear fake, like, acrylics or gels or whatever. But
they get in the way.
They do get in the way. Like, how would I type in these things?
Right.
And I just can't. I need short nails. I need to, I just need my hands to be functional. And I am not talented enough to have monster nails and to be able to function in the way that I need to function.
Yep.
So when it comes to Second Life, I'm going to have claws. I'm going to have long ass crazy nails. People have seen it, right? Because I cannot pull these off in real life. So I'm actually absolutely going to live it up in Second Life with crazy nails.
Heck yeah.
So anyway, what's amusing, one more comment about nails is when I'm role playing in Gore, I can't wear these nails because it's not Korean. So you've probably seen, I have just short nails that come with the body.
I have.
And it's always so weird for me to see my Second Life hands like that. Like, they look like my real life hands. And I'm like, no, where are my duck nails? Yeah, then the Koreans would be jumping down my neck. You can't wear those nails here? I'm like, yes, I know. Okay. Anyway, so Quirky and nails. And they have jelly radiant claws. These look like a lot of fun.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
And I like that you can color each one independently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, who are they for? Because they're probably not for you.
Lara, Reborn, Legacy male and female. Gen X and
no
Cupra.
Jake.
No Jake. No Beliza female even.
Huh. But they have Reborn, right? Yeah, Reborn's right there. So you can get the short to mid pack and the mid to long pack. Well, I'm gonna buy them both.
Yes.
So they're 50 limbs each, And sometimes you need a shorter nail. So
sometimes you need, Yeah,
so I'm absolutely gonna get those. And I'm watching you, Quirky, because Zipper told me it's possible. Maybe one day, duck nails.
One day. Quirky ducks.
Yeah, and I'm gonna put that out to Veechi as well, Aubrey Snoodle, because I buy her nails all the time. And so,
putting everybody on blast.
Audrey, I need some duck nails, and Almay's in the mix too. And I haven't seen Almay with duck nails, but I don't know if it's maybe duck nails are like a little too, maybe not as classy, right? Not a classy or classic looking kind of nail. Maybe that's why, but they're a statement. Duck nails are a statement.
They are.
Quirky, Veechi, Almay, I see you. Please make duck nails. Thank you. Okay.
All right.
I'm going to pick these up and we're good to go. Yes.
All right.
All right. We made it. I always announce things I don't need to because people don't know what happens because the video is edited. But I crashed pretty hard and it took me a minute to come back. So anyway, what was that beeping sound? Was that somebody in local with something? Did you hear it?
No, I didn't hear anything.
Huh. Unless it's my headphones dying.
I mean,
that would
somebody's
just be perfect.
here, but
I know, but I heard like a weird beep, And I'm like, is it my headphones? Did I not plug them in? Because that would be, of course, what happens next. So, anyway, we're at Rosary, and they have Wall o' Deals, which I thought was just for New Year's because there's a lot going on, but apparently not. They have a lot of things available here at Rosary, and we had already decided, in the interest of time, we were going to just focus on the FLF. But absolutely, if you're looking for deals, Rosary's got you covered in every angle. So definitely come over to Rosary.
They do, for sure.
But for FLF, it's these shoes. These strappy, sexy, like party pumps, heels. So
those are fun.
Yeah. So Fat Pack is 50. Because I don't see any other way.
The Fat Pack is 50, yes.
Yeah.
The Fat Pack, I think, is just those 3 colors, but still.
We could be surprised when you open it. Maybe it's more, maybe not.
Could be surprised.
But,
yeah, because it doesn't say how many colors it's for, but it's Laura Legacy Reborn Cupra, which maybe you said already. I don't remember.
And okay, I just have to comment on these other shoes that are actually roller skates. Like Raja, is it Raja version 2? Like, I didn't realize that they were skates until they caught my eye. So
platform heels with roller skates.
Oh my god. Okay, I have a roller skating HUD, I believe, or maybe it's an ice skating one. So, because sometimes shoes don't come with the animation for the roller skating, and it doesn't make any sense that you're just standing around on roller skates.
Right.
So this would be a fun one to use with like a roller skating AO.
Yes.
So
it would. And they also have it without the skates up above.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. And then I like the dress above. I know we weren't going to talk about every item here, and we're not.
We can just talk about all of them.
No, we're not. We're just going to talk about the things that are jumping out at us. But that dress above, the Happy Weekend dress, that's strappy, like looks like a bra on top, and not I'm sorry, not a bra, but like a swimsuit on top, but it's not. It just looks really sexy. I like it.
Yeah, it does.
So no, we're not talking about everything. There's a lot of deals. They even got sunglasses that caught my eye too. They got a bracelet. They got furniture. Like I said, they've got you covered. So come over to Rosary, get these deals. So I'm gonna circle back here when we have some more time, when I'm not trying to get a video out, and make sure I pick all this up, because unlike what Mama Lala likes to claim, this stuff is out all weekend. I know for a fact because I've been here after Friday. So. All right. Are we good to go?
Yes.
All right. We are at Stealthic, and apparently it's very popular here.
Yeah, it's a whole party in here.
Yeah, I'm not going to cam back because there's just a lot of not quite rezzed avatars.
Yeah,
so,
of course.
Next to us, we have Clarity, which looks lovely. It's got a little wave to it. Not perfectly straight. I'm all about it.
Yeah, it's got some messiness to it.
I'm gonna pick it up. So 50 Linden per color pack, or for the complete package, how much is that?
If you want the complete package, that's 300. It looks like you've got, of course, the 4 styles that you can rock it in. So
I think I would still pick this up in brown and black and white, because sometimes I oscillate between both of those colors.
Sure. Yeah.
Or ombres I could, but I'm probably more between the browns and the black and white. So
yeah, I think those two are fine.
So that's Clarity. Then behind us we have Thrive. Is this just normal sale price? It's not FLF.
So this is, it looks like it's just normal sale price.
Too straight for me, so not picking that up. And then next is Clarity on the other side. So they've got two vendors of Clarity. So I'm gonna get some Clarity in 2 colors.
I'm gonna get some Clarity. That sounds
I
more
know, right?
existential.
Yeah. Yep.
Fantastic.
So, okay, I'm gonna pick this up and we're gonna move on.
Yes.
All right, Tour. Where are we?
We're at Stoic.
Stoic. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, because you seemed like you hesitated a little bit.
Did I?
I don't know. Apparently not. But they have the baddie shades. And it's Batwing glasses, removable wings, resize scripted, 18 lens options, change lenses independently. That's fun. 6 middle color options, HUD driven with shade opacity options. Copy mod no transfer, Stoic accessories. That's a lot of fun.
I'm definitely gonna get these.
Yeah, we could easily go matchy in these.
speaking from a glasses wearer perspective,
Mm-hmm.
the one aspect which does, I can't say bother me, but my brain is just tripping up on, is the top just having nothing actually securing the lens in there. Like this just resting on your nose, the lenses would be popping out, but it's Second Life, so that's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think what I think about is the frames, the glasses that are frameless. So this to me could be similar, where there's just like a little bit holding onto it, but at the bottom it's like doesn't look like anything is there.
Right, but usually with those, they actually are reaching in and grasping part of the lens. Whereas here, it's the frame of the lens is built like it's one of the ones that would be enclosed. So yeah, it doesn't actually have the graspy bit on there. But I'm gonna get them anyway.
Yeah, I am too, and we're gonna be matchy at some point.
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'll pick these up. Are we ready to go?
We are ready to go.
All right, Tour, I am cammed way back, and we are teeny tiny in the corner because we are at Supernatural, and this is their wall of deals.
Yep.
So
I always enjoy the wall of deals.
Yes, we like a wall of deals. Just like you really miss that from Butterscotch and Tori Jelly.
I really do.
We really appreciate a wall of deals. All right, so Supernatural at Wanderlust, they have Chokers 2, Callie set, and Choker Beatrix.
Yes.
Yeah. And then for Fliff, though, you have the Vera heels. It's a little too stripper pump for me, so no thank you. And then we have Chloe, similar kind of stripper pump heel, but with different chains. And then
they are for Maitreya Legacy E-Body. Well, sorry, the Fliff item is for Maitreya Legacy E-Body, Erica, Freya, Gen X, and Cupra.
Okay. And then
I wanted to mention that at least.
Thank you. I know you just totally halted my summary of the wall. You're like, hold up, Consuela. You got to tell everybody the sizes. I'm like, no, I don't. I'm just trying to read the shoes and the names across the board really quick, and we were going to circle back, but now that all of that is ruined because you stopped me, and then we're just done. So we're just going to focus on the Fliff. That's what it's called. Here are the sizes. It's not for me. So okay.
We can keep going through the.
No,
the
I'm
wall.
done. Never mind what I want to do. Like, hold up. No, we're doing it Tour's way. Tour wants to focus on the Fliff item, so here we are. And we have discussed it, and now I'm ready.
Okay.
On to the next. Okay, I had to come back. Tour has gone on ahead, because that's what we do when we fade to black. And I was like, you didn't even let me talk about the things. And he's like, I didn't stop you from talking about the things. Right, Tour?
That's correct.
And I was like, fine. And so I was camming down the rest because you stopped me from camming down. And then I'm like, oh, look what they have here. You didn't let me talk about it. So now I'm back to talk about it. And it's for the 99 sale. It's like a little like dog. I want to say dog. It could be cat. It's just pets, right? A dog or cat. Where it's a little necklace. I don't even know if it's like rigged. I'm suspecting it's not because it doesn't say. But I bought it anyway because I'm a dog person and I've owned many dogs over my lifetime. And this is just sweet. Like it's got a heart with a dog paw, and it's very nice, like layered necklaces. And then it has little messages on a heart, and it says, when I needed a hand, I found your paw. And there's another option that says, a piece of my heart lives in heaven, and it's a little paw print.
Aww.
So I have many little, pieces of my heart that live in heaven. So
yeah,
I was just very touched by this little necklace. So I had to come back and call it out, even though Tour totally cut me off and ruined my flow and we were done. So thank you, Supernatural, for offering more than stripper pumps. Okay, I'm ready now, Tour.
Okay.
We are having so much fun, aren't we, Tour?
We are.
Mostly me giving you shit. It's very fun for me.
Yes.
And you enjoy it. You know
I
you
can
do.
tell.
Yeah. So where are we?
We're at Sways.
And we had this big debate about which way to face in this gazebo, and I won. Because you're like, whatever, Consuela, just record.
And by a debate, she means she said face this way, and I was like, okay.
I'm like, the way you're facing us makes no sense. And you're like, actually, and I'm like, it doesn't. And you're like, okay, where do you want me to face? That was the extent of the debate.
Big debate.
But I still stand by that my way is more logical.
It is. I agree.
And you said that you didn't see this side, and I was like, but you click everywhere. And then I said, also, I was also harassing you, so that could interfere with your clicking all over the place.
Yeah, well, I was also disoriented because the Sways item was not where the Sways items normally are.
Oh,
so I was
that.
Struggling.
That really messes you up.
It really is disorienting. I
am amused by the odd little things that can completely derail you. Like changing your skin. Oh no, Tour's gonna have a meltdown. And then they move an item. Oh no, Tour's gonna be pissed. Mm-hmm.
Well, no, I'm not pissed.
What is it then?
Disoriented.
And grumbly.
And sometimes grumbly.
Always grumbly.
I wasn't grumbly here, was I? I don't think I was grumbly in this case.
Well, it's because I was harassing you.
Well, yeah.
So that kind of diminished the grumbly. Anyway. All right, we're at Sways. And you have this gazebo because we've used it. Yes. But is this like the snowy version of it?
This is the winter version, yes.
Okay. So do you actually, is it just a thing that goes on the gazebo like houses, or it's a whole like whole other gazebo?
This is a gazebo with a pre-baked snowy roof on it.
Gotcha.
And you can also get these lovely stepping stones that are also winterized. Mm-hmm. So these are good offerings for at least the next month.
Well, they'll come in handy when you're doing a winter scene.
Yes, and there are some sims that are winter year-round.
Yes.
I'm just teasing.
So you've picked this up, though, right?
I have, yes.
Okay. I figured you would.
Mm-hmm.
Because we like Sways. Sways is good stuff, so.
We do. We like Sways stuff, and I'm always, I can always use those stepping stones for different things.
So 50 linden per item.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very good. Are we ready for the next?
Yes, we are.
All right, Tour. I know that we are Tentacio, but I feel like this girl up front is trying to co-host with us.
It does seem that way.
She's part of the team, but she's not. I don't know her. Okay, so Tentacio. And we have, well, I see
we have these heels.
Purple edition, but
and we have this, what are they calling this?
Belt?
The Paris belt.
Okay. Who did the shoes? Oh, I see it. Legacy, Maitreya, and eBody. That's nice. So both fit, both of those. Yeah, Reborn. I see it right there. Okay, so I'm going to look at these shoes. Okay, so for the record, these shoes don't make sense to me. Like, I feel like they're missing a back piece.
They are.
Like, how does that shoe work in real life? It doesn't.
No.
It doesn't. Look,
it does not.
No, I can't buy that. It hurts my brain. But it's cute.
It is.
Again, it's just like we always talk about. Like, stuff in Second Life that's like, oh, no, that's not how that works. But then we'll do other crazy things that absolutely don't work in real life, but they're great.
Yep.
So everybody draws a line somewhere.
Yep.
So, well, both of these are lovely. I don't think either of them are for me. But is it 50 linden per item then, or do they come together?
It is 50 linden per item.
Gotcha.
You can get the shoes and you can get the belt.
Okay.
And they're selling just the purple version of both.
And then I want to look over here to the side because they have Wanderlust Weekend.
Wanderlust Weekend, yeah.
And they have this nice little holdable carnation, like little bundle, and carnations for your headpiece. Yeah. What is that per item? It's also affordable.
50.
Okay, well, there you go.
Yep.
Okay, are we ready for the next?
We are ready for next.
Where we are at Veechi. And
yes,
she doesn't have duck nails for me today.
No.
Quartz gels, that's really pretty.
That looks
short.
I love the subtle marbling through that.
Yeah, that's really pretty. And so Gen X, Beliza OG, E-Body Reborn, Colleen, Erica, Cooper Legacy, Maitreya, Signature Allison, Slink. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
And then underneath we have Valentine gels. Those are pretty colors. Also in the short almond female shape. And they fit the same bodies. So I'm going to be picking both of those up.
Yeah, those are both fantastic.
Yeah. And I believe when we arrived, you told me that this is our last stop.
This is our last stop, yes.
So I am going to pick these up, and then we're going to head home and do some closing thoughts.
Yes.
And home. We have successfully made it through FLF.
Woo!
I enjoyed that.
I did too.
Even me harassing you?
Do you even like milkshakes?
Yeah.
I don't think things would work if that bothered me that much.
That's true. I think you would have tired of that like almost 4 years ago. So yeah.
Yep.
So you're a very patient man. All right, so when we get here, this is, at the end of FLF, then that's when we do our First Life news. We start with Second Life news, and now First Life. So what deep thoughts or things do you have for us from First Life for us to consider today?
So there's two things really that I would suppose bring up or mention. One of them is kind of building on what I mentioned a bit last week. And actually, I'm going to bring up a article that even you brought to my attention. But
is it the library one?
Yes.
Okay.
So last week, I mentioned that it's very important, more important like than ever, to really pay attention to, figures like King and even more contemporary voices that are drawing attention to various expressions of bigotry, both socially and in policy and like systems of discrimination, because there's a concerted effort to remove the language by which we understand these things. And an example of that is in my own state. Our governor is working to remove from Florida schools, from school libraries, anything about culturally responsive teaching, anything about critical race theory, anything about queer people, anything of these natures. As well, DeSantis has chosen to block African American studies. In effect, they want to erase understanding the legacy of history on this country, which makes it impossible to communicate and understand what scars from that still remain that need healing. And that's the goal, really, is to just stand by the mythology of American exceptionalism and just, pretend like none of these problems exist, and therefore continue to perpetuate the harms that have existed since the country's founding. Florida isn't the only state doing this. There's all kinds of these sorts of efforts around the country. while some of them are focused on things like, you know, African American studies and CRT and such, there's also there's over 100 bills. I mean, we're only 20 days into the new year, and there have already been over 100 bills targeting the trans community across the nation that have been proposed in some fashion. And it's something that can't really be ignored, because this is one of the only two major political parties in the country that are going to keep trying to build systems of persecution and oppression until they succeed or until they are made irrelevant. You know, one of the two will happen, and it's on everyone to actually take a stand and, you know, make sure that goes the right way. So I suppose those are the two main things that I wanted to touch on.
I'm glad you did, because I subscribe. The article that I can link it for people. It comes from Education Week, so I subscribe to that as an educator. And when I saw that one, I was like, it was just mind-blowing. So.
Link that. I'm also going to link you the Politico article about shutting down African American studies, and I also want to link to a group called the Transformations Project.
Okay.
And they are they're a network that is tracking some of these like bills across the country that are targeting the queer community and the trans communities, in order for people to be able to actually, you know, show up to protest them, to point out how they're completely based on lies and just hateful bills, and hopefully get them overturned. It's a very good organization that, you know, puts in a lot of work to actually follow these, because unfortunately, you know, these red state legislatures, they're just trying to slide these things through quietly and get these laws on the books before anyone even knows they've happened. So yeah.
Just the things that go on in your state are really
very disheartening.
They are, but I also recognize that it's not just limited to Florida.
Yeah.
Like, these things can happen anywhere. And
you
just have to stay aware and alert to have something to do with not allowing or doing your part to help prevent these sorts of hateful bills to spread into other states.
Yeah, and it's like, even if they aren't specifically like targeting you, you know, I for example, I'm not trans, but I know and love people who are trans, and so if I claim that someone is a friend of mine and my state is trying to pass a bill that is going to criminalize their existence, and I do nothing and I say nothing, well, I'm a shitty friend, you know?
Yeah.
And even besides that, there's even if like someone says, well, you know, I don't know anyone in whatever demographic, it's like, the problem with that kind of thinking is that fascism does require an ever-expanding outgroup. So they may not be trying to put their boot on your neck today, but at some point they will. You have to stop it.
Agreed.
So, anyway.
And there's your heavy first life facts. So
Yeah.
all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap us up with some thank yous. So I want to thank everybody who watches our videos, who likes, comments, subscribes, shares with friends. I appreciate all of you. I was lax in my response to comments last week because we had a fair amount of comments, I believe, on last week's video. So this weekend, I'll be sure to circle back and do some responding because I do enjoy the comments and I want to make sure people are seen and heard. So I will take some time to do that this weekend. So I don't want people to feel like, hey, she didn't really respond to me last week. So, but just busy time. So anyway, so thank you to everyone out there who watches our videos.
Yes, and we will be seeing you in the next video, and I think next week we'll also be covering the 50.
It sounds like it because the new round of the 50 opens on the 25th. So
perfect.
So yeah, we'll have a busy weekend covering both Flip and the Flifty. So we'll see you then.